All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Hey, other side. Solid, solid.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On first down, Wentz. He goes underneath to Drake. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Lou.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Good chip. Hey, stat.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the give, this is Drake. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Vic. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Eagle.
Vic goes play action. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He dumps it off to Drake. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's a play fake. Now Vic. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Vic. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They go play action here on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Play action. Now Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Now a pitch out to Williams. They find some open field here. The 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. 120.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2.
Hey, stat. Touch. 120. Shift. Watch the shift. 0-0, Mike Green. Get over there. Go.
Wentz to throw on second down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Hang in there.
And on
Hang in
third
there
down,
now.
a nickel formation here defensively.
Wrap. Go. 120. Check. Crunch.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Wentz now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Sunday. Rip.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. In for the score. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Wentz. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They'll try and run with Murray. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Showing some grits and some guts going for it. Their 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Base 24. White 90.
Off the play fake, Vic. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Vick again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's Vick. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Hey, 52.
They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Eagle.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? We're looking at 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors there they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Flush to his right. He can run for it. Touchdown, Bears! These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here we go. 180!
On play action, Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So
he's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a
blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Vick on second down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 65 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down, Vick. That is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and
as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said,
And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Wentz now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Hey, 52. Up.
Throwing again, Vic on second and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first down throw coming for Vic. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Grady Jarrett in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16.
Double.
Vic to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Vic readies to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Vic. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Vic now. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Throwing, Vic. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Will Tye hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now Drake. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Shorty. Check three.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, stack. There we go, back. Blue 80! Sunday! Rip. Kill.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Wentz. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
There we go, back. Waiting. Rip 5-7.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Run. Go. Waiting.
On second down, here's Wentz. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Wentz now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Go. 280. I'm bringing it to you.
On first and goal, Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Here we go. 280. Ram. Lion. Hey, rip 5-2 on here.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go. 120. Liz 5-3. Liz 5-3. What's that?
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Wentz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
His throw caught right around the 6. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Two-jet.
Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
120.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there at 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Eagle.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up. Because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
To throw, Vick. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bears, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.